a transaction on the cross. Jesus shedded his blood and he died and he rose. It's not just enough to say that Jesus shedded his blood. It is enough to say that he shedded his blood and died, because it is possible to shed blood and not die. He shedded his blood and he died. And let me also say this. Jesus did not die because they killed him. They couldn't kill him. He died because he gave up his ghost by himself. They couldn't kill him because that was to demonstrate that his life was not in the hand of any mortal. That was to demonstrate that his life was not at the mercy of Satan the devil. He gave up the ghost on his own accord to fulfill the prophetic word that he will destroy the temple, and after 3 days it shall be rebuilt again. They couldn't kill him. The Bible said he yielded up the ghost. He gave up the ghost by himself on his own accord, so that the transaction on the cross can be completed. So Jesus resurrected to prove that he actually died. A man who did not die cannot resurrect. So the fact that Jesus resurrected is a proof that he actually died. He did not resurrect the same day he died. If he had resurrected that day, they would have said he fainted. They would have said he just passed on. But he didn't just pass out. He didn't just faint. He didn't just fall and went into coma. He died. He gave up the ghost. He became lifeless. And on the third day, he resurrected. When he resurrected, the grave could not hold him back. He came out of the grave and ascended. Oh my God. And today, there is an empty tomb to show that Jesus actually died and Jesus actually resurrected. He was in the tomb for 3 days to show that it was not a game, to show that it was not fake, that actually he died. And that was why when the Roman armies were conspiring among them to bribe, and so that they will say that his disciples have come to steal his body away. But before they will conclude the plan, Jesus came out of the grave. And by his coming out of the grave, there was earthquake and total vibration that made it impossible for that evil plan to come to pass. He died to complete the process of deliverance that started on the cross. He was not only crucified on the cross, he died. So his crucifixion on the cross was a transaction. There was a transaction that took place on the cross. It was when the transaction was completed that he gave out the ghost. So while on the cross, certain transactions took place. And when the transaction was completed, he completed the transaction. He sealed the deal of the transaction with his death by giving up his ghost. And on the third day, he came out. Every experience that Jesus had on the cross was for a purpose. Every experience that Jesus had on the cross was for the purpose of our deliverance in a complete dimension. Everything he went through on the cross was for the ratification and the perfection of our deliverance and the completeness of our new faith in Christ Jesus.